Hey everybody, this is Totem. TOUHTM. If you're wondering how it's pronounced Totem, the one you hate the most. So we're up here at the Cancer Care Center. 3 years ago I was here for chemo. I'm back. I'm getting a different type of chemo. They're putting two different poisons in my veins. In this particular case, you notice I have ice packs on my hands and ice packs on my feet because it messes with the nerves in the hands and the circulation. You know, you get pins and needles, you get tingling sensations. So in order to stave some of that side effect off, they use ice. So I have to keep my hands in here for as long as I can stand in and take it off and back to you. But once again, we're grateful for you listening to our music. We have a second album coming out. We also are going to be putting out a Christmas album under a different name, of course. And naturally, we put out music under the Uprock, UPROC label. So we're going to keep you posted on how my cancer battle goes. On my second bout round of chemo. I had chemo back in 2023 when I first got this. Funny, just sitting out in the backyard, my wife's telling me that you need to call your mother and tell your mother what's going on. And I was reluctant to do so because I said, why would you want to do that? You're not going to get any help. And here we are, 3 years later. This room, other than her and myself, is empty. Devoid of any people from, in my family in name alone. She couldn't understand why I would say such a thing. Cancer is a devastating disease. It's life-altering. A lot of times it's fatal. And we always spoke of how close that we were as a family, and she couldn't imagine that this could be anything so awful and so terrible that would keep family from coming to your aid, call and text, and as your wife, as your kids, do you need any help financially? Just didn't come, brother, sister, haven't heard from my sister. I don't even know what her last name is this year. She's been married maybe, I don't know, between 5 and 7 times. My brother's been married multiple times. And all these people want to tell me how to run my life. And who should be in my life. But I was always there for them. And when it hit the fan, so to speak, for me, nobody had my back. So they basically left me for dead. So I would say things like that to my wife, like, they left me for dead. And she said, man, this sounds like a storyline for a movie. And I said, or a song. So we started putting the words on paper, and it developed into a nice song. One of the latest ones that we did, and that's the namesake, Totem. It's called Totem. The one you hate the most. TOUHTM. Totem. The one you hate the most. So why would you want to use that? They must hate me, or they hate you more than they love me. So I came up with this name. And Totem, the artist, started putting the pen to the paper and creating music. And now this song, called Totem, the signature song, this was completed on 5/7/26, and my wife and I work on the music arrangements and whatnot, and the instrumentation, and you'll be able to hear this on January 15th. So, one of the lines here, it says, I try to be good and make you proud, but life's not that easy, and life can be loud. One of the lines from the song. You said family is what you need the most. When I needed family, you all went ghost. You notice that's another line in the song. So this is the process of the Totem project, as I like to call it. And I think we have something that helps me get through this, because if this disease gets you mentally, it can break you. So you need to focus on something. You need to have something that you can speak to, whether it's through music, whether it's through exercise, whatever it may be, to get you through. This is an awful disease, and I envy anybody that can get through this in one piece and be a sound-minded body. But I envy the people more that don't have family behind them. Fortunately, my wife, my kids, they support me 150%. If I didn't have them, I wouldn't be here today. So this is some kind of mechanical device that they have set up on a timer, and basically you put it on your skin and it punches a hole in your skin and delivers some kind of medication. I'm not exactly sure what the medication is or what it's. I know it's for side effects. I'm not sure if it's a steroid. We'll figure that out later. I gotta ask the questions. Very interesting. Never had anything like it before. On my first chemo, I had nothing like this. So this is all good stuff. And you would imagine 3 years later it should be good stuff. So, anyway, I hope you enjoy the music. I hope we can keep telling our story, and hopefully this helps somebody.